Located right in the heart of Scranton, Pennsylvania, you will find Steamtown National Historic Site. Despite the poor weather predicted for the day, we both decided to venture out and visit. Our journey started on I-80 West going through northwestern New Jersey, which took us through the Delaware Water Gap. Once we crossed the Delaware River, it was a little bit less than an hour till we arrived in Scranton, Pennsylvania, also known as the Electric City. After taking a few turns to get us off the highway, we were right in the center of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Is it just me, or is anybody else thinking about Michael Scott sitting in his office chair at this point? After a left, a right, and another left, we found ourselves on Cliff Street, which took us right to the site. As we pulled into the site, you can't help but be impressed when you see these locomotives from another time and another place. All right, we made it, Steamtown. Let's take a look inside. Established in October of 1986, Steamtown National Historic Site is the only place in the national park system where you could find the story of steam railroading told, as well as the stories of those who made it possible. As you enter from the outside, you step into the visitor center, which also has different exhibits on display there. While we're inside for just a few minutes, we already realized this is a night and day difference from when we visited last year around the same time. Due to COVID, a lot of the exhibits were not available nor able to walk through. Next up on the tour was the theater. Again, like last year, we weren't able to get in there. This time around we were, and we saw a nice 20-minute film on the history of trains in the Pennsylvania area. As we continued on through our tour, we ended up in building number 2, which was the History Museum. For those of you who are visiting and are truly history buffs, you can easily spend a lot of time in this building. For every sign, painting, photo, or piece of equipment, there is a deep tie to the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Railroad. In 1899, William Truesdale became president of the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Railroad. He remained there until his retirement in 1925, but also spent another 6 years as chairman of the board through 1931. Also here in this part of the museum, the exhibits here highlight the people and the history of steam railroading in the United States. You are also able to walk through 2 different rail cars at this point in the museum, one being a mail car, the other one being a business car used by Truesdale during his time as president. So unfortunately, we can't get to the turntable area just due to the storm that came through yesterday. A lot of ice and snow. You can see it's actually still flurrying out. But we'll get into the roundhouse. But just to give you an idea, that's about an inch of solid ice that they've got here. So it kind of gives you an idea, if you can even see that. I don't know, there you go. So it's pretty solid. So we'll do our best to show you more stuff. All right, we're in the roundhouse. We'll show you some stuff here. But you can actually smell just the history of the trains, the steam, the oil, everything, the gas, the diesel, whatever it might have been. You can definitely just feel it, smell it, and you're like you're a part of it. And don't forget, when you're wrapping it up with locomotive number 8, what's so special about this train? Well, it's basically split right down the middle so you can see the insides of the engine. We began wrapping it up for the day, making our way through the building, and ultimately back outside on the perimeter of the turntable. As we were out there, you could definitely feel the peacefulness and the stillness of being out there with nothing around, except for when this happened. What you heard right there, my friends, was the process of the ice melting and then falling from the top of the buildings. Job well done by the staff there to close everything down. And saving the best for last, the 4012. Only one of 8 still around, the Union Pacific Big Boy. Hey, so we just wrapped up our day here at Steamtown. It was really good. We were here a year ago, but with COVID a year ago, most of the building, as far as visitor center things in there, displays, they weren't open. Most of them were open today. Some of the things actually weren't open because of the ice storm I mentioned earlier. So like the mezzanine to overlook the turntable and all that was not open. But it was great. We had a great time here. Recommend it. It's cold out here, but it's not too bad at all. It was fun. So thanks for coming along, for this trip with us. We are actually not done for the day. If you're interested, again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are heading over across the parking lot in a little while to the trolley museum here. So should be fun. Well, we'll keep you posted. So again, subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff so you can check out what we do next. Bye.